Welcome boys and girls, Costin here with Heroes of Might and Magic, Olden Era, Early Access. Going to be playing the campaign first. And I'm going to probably be playing it on a normal difficulty, just to really get a feel for it, and I'll see later on how it is on higher difficulties. I did actually attempt it on higher difficulties. Yeah, Heroes of Might and Magic games can be like that sometimes, right? Anyway, let's go for it.
Well, should go back before an elf puts an arrow through my neck. I wish I could just have some rest and enjoy the view. Hey, Shiny. Wouldn't mind joining you up there.
What is this? What is this voice?
Someone's here.
Show yourself! Medusi! Douse the flames!
What? How?
Watch out! We can't win if we look at them! Kill the lights!
I can't. Fires refuse to go out. Something's wrong with our torches.
No, it's not just our torches. Something's very wrong with Garner Hills.
I've been informed something's terribly wrong in the village of Garner Hills.
Indeed. That's what my spies have indicated. Or rather, what their silence has. I've lost contact with all of them in that region. But one informant made it out. Reports strangeness. Says the fires there, they don't burn out. Not even with water. They just keep burning. Endlessly. This demands investigation.
Garner Hills lies beyond our jurisdiction. It falls under the Temple of the Sun's protectorate.
All the more reason to investigate, and perhaps extend our influence.
I'll send a scout. I have just the man. Gunner. Good rider, long distances, no complaints, and young enough not to be spooked by a few cursed flames.
Okay, so you have beginner, normal, like easy, normal, difficult, and expert. Let me give you the idea of what you're going to get on each difficulty. If you go on expert, you're going to have to micromanage basically a lot of the moves, every single move that you're going to do in every single battle and in every single turn. If you go on difficult, it's less so. Normal really seems the more reasonable starting point, especially with a game in early access. I do think that they need to balance these things out, because starting the game like being outnumbered, I don't know, 20-1 is a bit ridiculous. Well, I'm exaggerating, but not necessarily by that much. You can make it work. It just kind of reminds me of XCOM and possible Iron Man, just kind of worse as well. Anyway, so I'm going to go on normal. We stand at the edge of it, my lord. This be the place. I'm no lord, just a mere scout, commanded to confirm whether the rumors of an unstoppable fire in your village are true. To us simple folk, all your lords and ladies, makes things easier, don't it? But the rumors are true. The fire's been burning for days, laying waste to homes. We tried both water and magic, but nothing seems to work. Not even magic, you say? That's unusual. Could it be the Fae folk? They're elementalists, they should be handy with fire, so the connection draws itself. We're relatively far from the Murmur Woods, my lord. But the truth is, we're stuck between the lands of Fae and Alvar, and folk here don't trust outsiders. If you don't have Fae living around, it's unlikely to be them. Aye, my lord, we've no Fae folk here. And truth be told, my lord, we're not concerned with how it began or who's to blame. We just want our homes and lives back to where they were. I'm afraid if it's been going on already for a while, as you say, there's not much of an actual village to get back. But let's have a look around to see what we find. Okay, so we have the Smith Automaton, increases each visiting hero defense by 1 until the end of the mission. So remember, until the end of the mission, not permanently. Alright, it says easy battle right there, but that's just because we got more forces. This territory is under lockdown by the order of the Governor of Sunspire. No one enters or leaves. Charming greeting. I've got my orders too, straight from the Triumvirate. I'm here to scout and report of the delightful disaster we've got brewing, not fight. Orders or not, the Governor's decree stands. This area is closed to all outsiders. Report that back to your Triumvirate. Templar, let's not waste time. You move your squad out of the way, we move on, and we both forget that this little chat ever happened. What do you say? I say this area is closed. Enough. If you insist on wasting my time, I'll clear the path myself. Okay, so the difference essentially boils down to you get you get to fight how many? 50 plus or so if you're playing on okay. There we go. Only lost one. And the thing is, you will lose troops unless you, like, play perfectly. Over here. You're one of Silvertongue's spies, aren't you? What are you doing here? He was complaining that he hadn't heard from you in a while. Typical Casper, always impatient. The Templar down the way made sure I couldn't send a word. When the fire trouble began, the humans sealed off the village from the north. That's where the fire came from. But before I could slip away, they posted another patrol here on the south side. Thanks for dealing with it. Speaking of trouble, what exactly happened here? It's strange, old fires, torches, ovens, even candles became eternal. Neither water nor spells worked. Chaos erupted, the peasants panicked, which ruined the nights, and here we are. So the blaze just spread out snow because it couldn't be extinguished. I can't be certain, it all starts so fast, I've had no time to gather proper intelligence. But listen. There are other Alvar agents in the village. Keep your eyes open. They might have found something I haven't. I've got to make it back to Alvar before Silvertongue sends a search party or decides I'm expendable. See you in the shadows, Minotaur. Okay, what does this do? We can get some attack until the end of the mission. There was a bridge here, wasn't there? How long has it been gone? When I set out to fetch you, it was still standing, so it's fresh, I wager. Doesn't smell burned, just broken. Right enough, sir. Looks snapped clean, like it's been deliberately done. Huh, the spy wasn't wrong about the temple activity here. We'll need some wood to patch this up, and I've got to see what's on the other side. Alright, we need to collect 30 wood. So that's an easy battle, but we can make it even a bit easier by going around and collecting these dancers. The amount of units you recruit in the mission is the same. It's the question of the starting units that is different. I'm curious how you might get up there. Anyway, so I'm just going to save because it's not a question of like winning the battle that's the problem. It's winning the battle while minimizing casualties that's going to be the issue. Heroic strike. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. I might just merge them together. So literally, okay, what do we get? That would be an artifact. Okay. We lost some dancers, but that's fine. The Minotaurs are the ones that actually matter. That gold will come in handy. We've been told to expect you and we're ready to assist. Temple patrols lurk everywhere, vigilant and unyielding. Yet behind one of those villages we discovered a concealed pathway. A secret passage to slip past their main forces unnoticed. Alright, so we got Lightning Bolt. Let's go with Lightning Bolt. You don't need another hat, you already have a hat. Why another hat? Need? No. But want? Yes. Look at it too. Seems like some lich forgot their puppets here and now their magic is fading. What's going on here? Make him give it. Give what? Give it! Give the hat to me. You already have a hat. Why do you need another one? I'm wearing it. Why give it to skeleton when Boneheart is stronger? Stronger than skeleton. Finders keepers, that's fair. Alright, that's the treasure pile. Damn it. Well, at least we only lost one. It's all about minimizing these casualties in these kind of missions. So we could get some experience, we could get some gold. Gonna go for the gold. Alright. Let's deal with those swords. That's gonna be quite a few of them. Alright, that was a lucky blow. Should have used the stance here. So we do have stances. So defense. Alright, that did it. It's always a dance over here with these guys. What's this? The ground is burning, but like it's alive. Has it always been this way? Not that I recall, no. Fascinating, if not dreadful. Oh yes, it's dreadful. What's that sound? Spiders. Target friendly creature deals 20% damage. Okay. I keep saving because I do, I just want a bit of an insurance policy. Let's leave it like that. My horns and my grandpa. What on Ereroth was that? Are you alright? By childless grace we are now. We don't really know ourselves. That swarm just appeared from nowhere. It nearly took us all. I was ready to feel the warm embrace of the sun, but you saved us. After my house was reduced to ash, I have lived a life. Here, take this clone. My grandmother swore she got it from Arena herself. She said it brings luck. You sure about that? You don't seem very lucky to me. But I'm alive thanks to you. That's luck enough for me. Take it. That's all I have to give. Well, thanks. I'll keep it safe. Well, it does give luck. Now, here's the thing that I'm really wondering. You see that item right there? Alright, there's no way around it. Halt, identify yourself. Gunner, son of Gunner. We're here on orders of the Triumvirate, scouting the region for answers. Answers, there's nothing here that concerns Elverian spies. Garner Hills answers to the Temple of the Sun, stay out of it. And explain how we crossed the river. The bridge had been destroyed. So you did break it. Convenient. We're no spies, Captain. Jadaim is a land of free nations. Every power has the right to know about threats to the continent. There's no threat, at least. We're still figuring it out. Until then, no one enters or leaves the village. That's fine, unless you have special permission. Special permission, eh? Let's see if I have it in my purse. What's that? Provost lucky token? What have you done to him? Tell him what happened. He was fine. He was cornered by a well. This might not sound the same, but fiery cicadas or hoppers, whatever they were, my axe sorted them out. Afterward, your provost gave me this trinket. Said his man got it from Arena himself. Trivially, if you ask me, but that's his story. From Arena herself, you say? That does sound like our provost. Fine, Gunner, son of Gunner. You and your people may pass, but don't make me regret this. Well, I guess that was one way. You could also bribe him, by the way. Another patch of scorched ground. I think we're almost there. Okay. Well, we only lost a couple of those guys. Okay. Target creature, oh, right? No, that's not worth it. It's until the end of the mission. What's the sound? Sound, my lord? Can't hear it. It's like a song. An odd song. I've never heard anything like it before. This is where it gets really tricky. Alright, that's a normal battle. We'll probably win it, but I'm curious how many casualties we'll take. There is filled with an oddly uncomfortable but somehow hypnotizing mixture of buzzing and whispering. It's difficult to understand whether the creature is trying to communicate with you or the noise is simply produced by its wings cutting through the air. So, that fiery insect was not the only one. I wonder if these creatures are the cause of the fire or they are simply attracted by it. Perhaps we should try to capture it and study it further in Olvar. Let me approach it. As soon as you try approaching the creature, it lets out an intimidating and furious screech reminiscent of tearing a piece of fabric, a sound that seems to rip through the air, as if reality itself is being shredded. Fine, if it's a fight that wants, it's a fight they'll get. Okay, the fights leading up to this were harder. But I grant you, this is supposed to be the final fight and the only one really... Well, there are many that are actually required for you to do. And it's, I guess, important that you don't end this mission with too many casualties. So what did we get here? That was not something I expected to find here. Anyway, I have to report these insects to the Triumvirate immediately. So what have we done?
Let me summarize then. Eternal flames, aggressive Templars, and...
Sentient insects. Or At least highly unusual ones. I couldn't capture any. But they're no ordinary bugs. They're burning too.
Noted. Thank you for your report. You are dismissed.
Now then, what do we make of all this?
Troubling. Magical flames. Are one thing, but fully inextinguishable? In a backwater village where maybe a fifth of the population can even read? This warrants concern.
We need input from the druids of Murmur Woods. Either their elementalists are responsible, or they may know who is.
We had an outpost in that region once. The elf agents stationed there were obsessed with reporting unusual magical activity every time a fae sneezed. It became insufferable, so I temporarily shut it down. Now, it may be prudent to reopen those inquiries.
Now then, what do we make of all this?
The most straightforward path is to address the Temple of the Sun first. They've already stationed knights there. Surely they've been filing reports, or at least keeping records. Besides, they're already entangled in a separate conflict with the necromancers.
Aiding the humans could strengthen our diplomatic ties with them.
Or, hear me out, we could offer our help to the necromancers and see what the guild knows. Templars are zealous and quick to label anything a heresy, but the guild is far more methodical. They might have insight into this fiery insect phenomenon, something the temple wouldn't.
If we assist the guild, the temple won't share any information with us afterwards.
And the same goes for siding with the temple. But imagine this. The necromancers owe us a favor. And let's not forget, their influence is growing rapidly.
So, if we look at our options, we could try to contact the elementalists of Murmur Woods, and beyond that, pursue information from either the temple or the necromancers, both of whom are currently busy tearing each other apart.
This calls for careful deliberation.
Well, I suppose I'll figure it out in just a bit. There are different choices, different paths, and actually you can start any mission on a higher difficulty. Alright, so this one I'm just going to label as Mission 1, because it's going to be one of the main choices. So this is a main mission, this is a main mission. Alright, Costin here signing out. I'll see you boys and girls on the next